Hello, friends. All right. How we guys doing? How we guys doing? What is that? Is that the kind of night we're gonna have? How we guys doing? Yep, we're going with it. Wow. My friends, it's so good to see you. I'm excited. Come in, enjoy the music, take a minute to take some deep breaths. Let's get into the zone, shall we? Get our vibe going, right? Gotta tune into that energy that we want. So let's just take a second to take a couple deep breaths, get centered, get comfy. Let's get ready for this shit. Need to take my slippers off. Right. Let me see. Here. Hello. Hi, Michael. Hi, Nadia. I wish you guys could smell this. It smells amazing. I love this stuff. How we doing, guys? How's everybody? I'm gonna leave this right in front of me, actually, so it can burn out. How's everybody's week? Can we talk about the energy of last week? Were you guys called to make space in any way? Like, did you guys happen to read the shadow work questions in the newsletter? Did you guys do any crazy clearing? Did you guys clean out closets? Did you get rid of clothing? Did you journal out a whole bunch of stuff? Did you do crazy workouts? What did you guys do last week to create some space for yourselves inside your bodies or in your environment? Did you guys do anything crazy or anything impactful? Share with me in the comments. Yes, Palo Santo essential oil. That would be amazing. And yes, Nadia, that is Palo Santo. Yep. I love it. Honestly, I was using sage for so long and I refrained from buying Palo Santo because it is, part of a tree and I don't like having to cut down trees and that's what they sell it for. It was like this huge ethical issue for me. But there was some in a store. It was already there and I hadn't purchased it yet, ever. And I just got it this year, so I was like, you know what? It's already there. I'll just buy it. I'll try it out. Oh my god! And now I'm addicted to it. This is the first 3 pieces I've ever had. So these are the other 2, and then this is the one that I have. So I bought these maybe in November, and they've lasted me this long. I mean, look at the difference. There's barely a size difference, right? Pretty crazy, and I've been lighting it quite religiously for like the past 3 months, so Okay, I have to sit cross-legged. I know you guys know me by now, but I just gotta get in my state. I gotta get, holy shit, I'm spinning. I gotta get in my comfort zone, hey, right? Yeah, okay, so rest is also part of making space. That's why I asked if anybody, in one of my posts, I asked if anybody was just staring out the window. Because sometimes leaving space for contemplation, legit, like, that's all it is just like zoning out a window. So even if you didn't have time to do anything, the whole resting piece was perfect. Because that's what you're supposed to do under the dark moon anyway, so. And how else are you supposed to dream about your life if you don't have any space to do it, So you made that space. By kind of doing nothing. I like it. You know what? That's good stuff. Sometimes we need to. Yeah, Palo Santo does really last long. It's the best. All right, let's see what our cards have to say. I gotta stop breathing with my shoulders. Did you guys notice I just did that? I was like... All right, I want you guys to take a breath with me. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Don't raise your shoulders like I did. Ready? And inhale. Exhale. Okay. Let's get in this zone here. Let's get some cards flowing. This is gonna be so good. Yeah. The journaling habit will definitely come as you allow for space to happen, when you kind of plan your time to be with yourself. When it's not, oh, hey, I need a journaling habit. When it's more of, I want to listen to myself. I want to get connected to myself. I want to know what's going on in there. I want to give my little girl some space to be creative or honest with me, you know? Because sometimes when we put these rigid expectations on ourselves, like, oh, I need a journaling habit, blah, blah, blah. The perspective is what hurts us. So when you say, I'm going to go connect with myself, I'm really just going to give myself that space to write it all down, get it all on paper, get whatever's inside of me out of me, you know, and give it physical form inside of a notebook. But that notebook holds pieces of your soul, right? That's what journaling is. So if you want to meet yourself, journaling's a really, really great outlet to do it. Dustin, oh no. My friend, you came in at the right time. Somebody's, you know, needing a journal habit for meeting their soul. Say what? Maybe? All right, we got 2 really good cards so far. I'm extremely interested to see, like, what else is happening. But also, don't rush any habits you're trying to create for yourself. Don't force them. Allow them to flow organically and enjoy them. Because any structure that we're making for ourselves, any routines, any new things that we're trying to implement in our lives, it needs to come so that we can enjoy it. Because if we don't enjoy something, what's the point in having it, right? Oh my God, I'm so excited. Yee. Okay, so I had us all take a deep breath before we started this, right? To get things flowing, right? To get the cards going. Do you guys want to guess what our first card might be? Anyone? I'll just tell you. Ready? First card that we got was Flo. Oh my God. Go figure. Okay, but Flo came in upside down, so she has medicine. All right. So I'm going to read the essence of it first, just so we get the vibes. There is a natural movement of events in the world. You can see it in phenomena such as the tide, the ebb and flow of oceans and rivers that rise up from the earth and then flow to the sea. Did I not just put a post about how the tides of our emotions are rising, right? There's an ebb and flow to their emotion. Did anybody see this? Can somebody else just wow. Hello, what's happening? We're on point. I guess I knew before the fucking cards. Oh. The symbol of flow represents the effortless and natural movement toward a certain destination. Yes, because that's what last week was. It was gearing us up to take but to take courage with us as we jumped off that proverbial cliff, trusted ourselves, and went to pursue a direction of our lives that is important to us, right? That's going to fulfill our purpose. So, ready? This is the medicine that flow has for us. Don't push against the river or swim upstream right now. Okay. Don't go towards pushing. Don't go towards force, right? If you have to force something, my friends, that's the opposite of flow. If it doesn't feel like you're flowing into it, that's how you know you're either resisting it or you're pushing or you're going upstream. Okay? Just so we know what that feels like. You can trust that when the time is right, your dreams will begin to take shape. And you will be invited to dance with destiny. Right now, however, you must relax. So, Michael, for all the other people in here that haven't done something last week and into this week, it's perfect. We're meant to relax into it because floating down river on a floaty, on a tube, hello, what do you have to do? Just go with the flow, relax it out, enjoy the ride, right? So that's how we're going to flow towards that direction. That's how we know things are going to feel good and that we are actually pursuing something that is fulfilling. We follow the feeling of it, right? We don't figure. Feelings don't exist in our head. Those are thoughts. We feel what's right by going with the flow. Anyway, This is not the time to bang on doors that refuse to open. Whatever obstacle is in front of you right now, trust this is for the highest good. It is an opportunity to regroup and reconsider your choices, and you must trust that your intentions will take form in good time. Consider this as a gift. So this is kind of like that time to pause and really get to know, what energy are we in? How do I feel right now? Am I going upstream? Am I resisting my life? Am I forcing things? Am I pushing on doors that just won't open? Maybe. So how can we turn this space, all of that resistance and stuff that we were getting stuck with, how can we look at that and go, hey, this is an opportunity for me just to like relax, because obviously I can't do anything, right? I can't push these doors down. I can't start something that won't start. So we take that moment to relax and surrender. We just go, hey, you know what? If it's not meant to be, that must mean greater things are meant for me over here. So we have to go with that flow this week and see the gift in that resistance. See the gift in all of that other shit not working out, right? Because there's other things that require our time or our attention. We are being guided by what feels good. Does a door that doesn't open feel good? You're banging on it, let me in! I mean, that doesn't feel very good. That's not very inviting, very welcoming, right? What feels better? You knock on a door and it opens, right? That's what we're pursuing. That feels good. So we're flowing with that energy by relaxing. Yes. Okay. Other card that we got also has medicine, which is very interesting, but we have the energy to do it because now there's light on the moon and the sun is there trying to help us, right? Guide us through this energy. So guess what card we got? I might have just gave it away. The sun! Look at that pretty headdress, right? However, came in upside down, so we have more medicine. Woo! We're being asked to see a lot of things right now. A lot of things. All right. The sun is acknowledged by many cultures as the foremost masculine force. In other traditions, it is seen as the feminine in her full power. Either way, it is the most brilliant light for all beings and allows life to sprout from the dark, feminine earth. It can be gentle and warming, close to sunrise or sunset, fall or winter, or it can be destructive, as in its zenith during a scorching summer. Okay, so the medicine says, have you been shining your light for too long? That's a really interesting thing. Really interesting. Have you been shining your light for too long? Remember that daylight is only half of the day. The night must have her equal time, and she offers us her gifts as well. Be careful not to be blinded by your light or the light of others. Do not become enamored with yourself or worship others. Beware your shadow. Revel in your midday glory, but do not be afraid of the waning of the light at dusk. So, I just want to premise this because Nadia had asked, what does it mean when I say medicine? Now, medicine basically is like, so the way that cards work is if they are upright, they invite you to something, to see something in a beautiful way, right? They show you a perspective and they're like, hey, try this on for size. But when they have medicine, they go, hey, I have a really deep question for you. I have something that you need to think about on the inside so that your answer is like directly coming up from you, and that's where the wisdom really comes from. You connecting the meaning of the card to your own situation. So it has medicine that goes deep in and pulls something out for you, right? It kind of challenges you a little bit. Whereas an invitation is like, hey, try on this thought. The medicine is more like, hey, do this homework. You know what I'm saying? So with the sun and flow being together, right? It's almost like opposite elements because flow comes from water and the sun is fire, right? But in order for us to have balance in things, we can't be all flow. We need some structure, right? Even a riverbed has a bottom and walls, right? It has a form that gives it direction, okay? The sun can't just burn all the time on Earth because it would just dry out that whole side. We need that darkness in order to create life, because it is balanced. Life is balanced. So in order to step into flow, the flow of our lives, the flow of the path that we are trying to choose, we need to step into what flow really means. Flowing with phases. Flowing with the sun, yes, being bright and glorious when we have the energy to do so. But also listening to our waning energy when we would like to rest. We're not machines. We are not meant to work all the fucking time. Sometimes we just need to be human. We need to just go sit and read a book, stare out a window, go sit in nature, go watch Netflix, just do the nothing, right? Because that's how we tune into being, right? So this sun card, having this medicine here for us, is showing us there's an opportunity here to relax, like Flo said, but relax into rest. We don't have to constantly be beaming and showing people things and doing the stuff, and no. We can calmly just drop back in, right? Drop into us. Okay. So with those two things, flow is a feeling that feels good. Don't go upstream. And then, have you been in your light too long? Are you showing too much? Are you doing too much and using too much of your energy? Because at some point you'll feel burnt out. So then the question is, does feeling burnt out feel good? Is that being in flow? No. Right. So flow is our direction. And the sun basically says, don't be afraid to take a break. Last card we got. Oh, it's called Adventure. Okay. These are so tough to show you guys, but I'm gonna fucking try. So she has a suitcase. I don't know if you guys can see it. Oh, there it is. It focused, finally. So she's naked, dreaming about life, basically at the train stop of eternity, right? She's got her luggage with her. She's going on an adventure. This is some good energy, especially because we're coming into first quarter moon, and first quarter moon is all about the sun shining on us. We've declared things for ourselves. We know the direction that we're going, right? We've conceptualized the direction. We kind of have a feeling for that flow, right? So the fact that adventure is popping up, that means we took that leap last week, or we're getting ready, right? So it says, embrace the unknown, right? Because if we're going to go on an adventure, we can't just anticipate everything and be like, yeah, I'm good. I know what's going to happen. No, we have to trust the mystery of life and just embrace that unknown. We don't know what's going to happen, but that's the thrill of an adventure, right? That's what's so exciting about it. Practice unattachment. That means don't put expectations out there that are going to dampen your entire experience. If you say, oh, this is how my adventure is going to go, and then it doesn't turn out that way, you might end up miserable. You know what I'm saying? No bueno. So practice unattachment, not being attached to the outcome. Just walking into the adventure going, hey, whatever happens is whatever happens. I'm here to have a good time. Let's go. Because that's what life is, right? We're just here to have a good time. And if we're not, we can change course. We can flow until we find that good time, right? Because that's honoring our own feelings. Change is imminent. Okay, change is just gonna happen for us, right? Last week, we were asked to fulfill our soul's purpose. But the only way we were going to be able to do that was if we trusted ourselves and took that courage that is inside of us and mustered it up we ketchuped it up and we used it, right? To jump off that cliff, to take that jolt of lightning and to push ourselves forward and go, yep, I'm doing it. So change is going to happen no matter what. We signed on for this shit. And don't we know that that's one of the governing truths of this entire physical plane? Change is inevitable. Change is a guarantee, the only one, right? Take a leap of faith. Again, okay, take a leap of faith. And the last one says, say yes. This is building self-trust. Do you guys see how these cards are connecting and showing us to trust ourselves, to get into how we feel and to sense that we know what's right for us? That we can say yes and be a little bit nervous, but ultimately excited for what we're about to do with our lives. Take a leap of faith. Say yes. Change your life. Trust yourself. Change little things in your life. Right? This week is about listening in. Genuinely listening to ourselves and feeling, getting a sense, a feeling for where we want to go and what we want to be doing. What feels right? What doesn't? Can you tell when you're too tired? When you're all done with a moment? Do you know how to switch into the next phase of things? Do you know how to let go of control? And to not be so worried and then just say yes and have faith that you're going to be able to do what is necessary. This week is kind of just putting that all into a big pot, right? And seeing what we can make of it. That's a really beautiful energy that we have. And I think from last week, because we made all that space, and even it'll carry into this week, we're still creating space, but this is also the direction we're going while making that space. Why did we make that space? So that we could listen to ourselves, so we could feel this flow, so we could feel if we're burnt out, so we could decide, yes, I want that adventure. Yes, I want that feeling, because I have all the space in there now for that feeling, that adventure. Right? This week's going to be nice. It's going to be good. I mean, there's a lot of medicine happening. We have to be self-aware. We have to do the work, but it's here for us, right? Because that's what life is. Life is here for us to create what we want, to feel what we want, to pursue what we want, to feel fulfillment. We're getting there. Okay. My loves, I'm going to open this segment up for questions. And I also do want to say, I am releasing my podcast instead of on Wednesday. My interview, sorry. I'm releasing my interview instead of on Wednesday. I'm releasing on Tuesday because I forgot about the inauguration and like all the other shit that's going on politically. So before I get swallowed in the algorithm, I want to gift you with that interview so that you have time to listen to it because it's fun. Actually, intuitive eating was a really new concept to me. I had never heard of intuitive eating. So that was a very interesting conversation to learn about. I didn't know you could do that. But Lisa was very, very knowledgeable on the topic, and it was great talking with her. So I'm sure that you guys will enjoy that. So tomorrow, you will see that come out. I believe it's tomorrow morning. I think I'm going to post it around 10. So you guys will be able to get the first digs on that. Hey. All right, my friends, if you have any questions, you can put a general reading, general wisdom, what direction do I go? Or if you want to get more specific and be like, hey, relationship question, business question, life question, money question, whatever. Yeah, Michael, I know. It's almost like sometimes I live under a rock. I don't know how I don't hear about things, but then sometimes I really don't hear about things. It's very odd. I know, and it's under the topic of intuitive, and you would think that I would know those things. I don't know. It is really great, though. I'm glad you know about it. That's fantastic. You got one up on me, friend. Teaching me things. Or if you guys want to do a general reading and you just want to see what happens, the cards will tell you. So if you're not sure what to ask, first time you've asked, or you don't want to ask a question, just put the word me in the box. Like, totally fine. I'm totally cool for that, too. General wisdom. You got it. You got it, friend. Let's get some general whiz. What does Michael need to know right now? Yes, my friend. We're gonna go into this. Okay. This may not make sense yet, but as I said, these readings deepen over a couple of days, or they might be almost like foretelling what's to come. So at first, it might not make sense. Keep it in the back of your head for a couple of days. It'll extend into something great. So you got the Thunder card, but it came in upside down. So you have medicine. Ready? Okay. Do you feel like unnecessary drama is waylaying your life? Could you be exhausted from listening to others tell you their never-ending victim story? Or could you be telling yourself a version of the same? It's time for an about face. You're being warned that to continue on this path will cause you to regret your choices, even if they appear benign or familiar. It's time to say no to drama, both yours and others. Focus on solutions rather than problems. You are worthy of a drama-free life. Is that not, like, unreal? That is so perfect. That is the permission that you needed to drop everybody else's bullshit and just focus on you. Even dropping your own bullshit. Be like, no, I want to throw that fucking story out the window. I'm done with it. I want a new door. I want a new window. I want a new life path. I want new direction. I'm sick of my own shit. I'm sick of other people's shit. Let's go. Let's go. The thunder. It called. Don't you must know that thunder song. It's the thunder, right? That song. Go play that song. You need to, like, I don't know, jive out to that song right now. That's your song for, like, the week. Because literally, you have a vision for your life that other people are not gonna understand. And that's okay. Because the thunder is literally giving you the permission to throw all that out, be done with it, and pursue that thing. Be like, no. The drama, it's not for you. Because greater things are for you. So this is, the medicine part is asking you, where can you drop the bullshit? Where can you drop the drama and stop being so concerned with it, right? For yourself or for others. What can you let go of, right? What can you clear out of the way so that you can dedicate yourself to that forward, right? That's also part of making space. So you took a break last week, so this is your call, basically, to start taking action. And this is how. Because you might not have known what to do last week. Thunder came in for you. Thunder knows what you need. You need to say no to the drama. Ha! So that's how you're going to make space. Make space inside your mind, make space inside your past, your perspective, whatever it is, right? That's how you're going to flow into what's right for you. Leaving all that shit, all the twigs behind that are keeping you stuck up on, like, the riverbank, right? Yes. Very structured, straightforward. Exactly. Because sometimes we need, like, spontaneity, and then other times we need, like, gentle reminders. The energy always shows up how we freaking need it. It's insane. It's gorgeous and beautiful. Love this shit. All right. We have Dustin X on career, and then we will do Nicole. And then we will do Sarah. Woohoo! All right. So let me see. What's up for Dust? What does Dust need? Specifically this one. All right. Let's get to this nitty gritty over here. Okay. This is going to be very interesting, so pay attention. You got, now I might say this wrong, okay? The Andean cross? Andean? I'm not sure. So we're going to go with it. Okay, you got this one. Came in upside down. You have medicine. Guys, this is not a fucking mistake. The two cards I pulled so far are medicine. Literally. Because we have had medicine in the reading. So we all have shit to look at. Okay? We have this thing that needs to be cleared away inside of ourselves in order to create the space that we need for this adventure that we're all going on. I hope you fucking packed. So this medicine, this is the initiation that's saying, hey, what are you going to throw out the window so we can get going? Because your suitcase is too fucking heavy. Let's go. Start unpacking, right? Okay, Andean cross for you. Upside down medicine. The time has passed and the window of opportunity has closed. I'm talking about windows and doors, and this shit comes up with a fucking window. Are you kidding me right now? What is happening? Okay, now is not the moment to take that leap that you have been over-preparing for. If that does not describe some piece of you, my friend. Okay. It is best to wait until conditions in heaven line up again, in the heavens, to line up again to offer you a more propitious moment. Any bold action you take now will require tremendous effort on your part. Just as important as knowing when to act is knowing when to return to your inner stillness and wait for more favorable times. Okay, my dude, stay with the fucking pace that you're at. feel it out. You know, literally, you know what feels good, and you know when you're burnt the fuck out, right? That's the same thing for the whole general reading. You got the exact same motherfucking thing, but this gave you the clarity that you needed, that compounded the fact that you need to just chill. You need to chill. You need to just relax and do you. Don't try to take leaps of faith. This is not the time for an adventure for you. Just relax. We will catch you on the flip. You know what I'm saying? So just don't do anything crazy with your career. Now is not the time. Buckle down. Just stay in there. Keep grinding, but also listen to yourself when you do need a break. Okay? That's the thing, my friend. That's what you need. Stay where it's constant, okay? Now ain't the time to go. I hope that helps. Let me know in the comments. All right, Nicole, biz question. I quoted 2 big projects. Will I get them? Okay, so Nicole, just so you know, it's not always a straightforward yes or no that the cards like to give. It's going to give you basically an explanation that will either sit well with you and you'll kind of know like, fuck. But basically, the point of asking questions to the cards is to work on ourselves. So when we do commission these things, when we are asking, doing big quotes for jobs and for our businesses, for ourselves, what is it going to point to directly? Our relationship with money and our relationship with ourselves, our self-worth, and our value, right? So what would the card probably point to? Our relationship with ourselves, or our relationship with money, which basically in turn is our relationship with ourselves anyway. Again, a medicine card. This is insane because they just keep popping up in the same direction. I've never had that happen. The entire reading, I've yet to flip a upright card. My dear, you got the Vision Quest. I love this card. Look how beautiful that is. Isn't that stunning? Okay, so it came in upside down, and it says, Spirit has been trying to contact you, but received no answer. You are too busy with your life, and there's too much noise inside your head. Do not miss the call again. Make room for quiet time this evening. Allow yourself to become bored for a little while, and you'll be able to hear the important message trying to get through. So this week, we are literally being told to trust ourselves, are we not? To go with the flow and know when we're burnt out. To go with the flow, know what feels good, know what's right for us. And to find that vibrance during the day and loving that, but also loving rest, right? That's the divine balance that we have. That's connecting to self. Divine self-connection. Are we connecting dots here? So this Vision Quest is asking you to get bored so you can tune into your feelings, because being caught up in your head is like being caught in a fucking mental tornado. Because our thoughts are the element of air. And if there's so much air happening, air can be very destructive, right? If we're too far into our thoughts, we will never hear the messages that are meant for us. We can never tune into those feelings and answer the questions for us of, will I get that job? Will I get that thing? You know what I'm saying? So it's time to make that space. Get bored, literally, because the answer that you're looking for is not going to come from here. It's going to come from here, from you. Of course you're going to get commissioned. Of course you're going to get the jobs and these things. That's what being in business for self is, right? But what you really need to know is deeper than that question. I hope that helped. I hope that the answer comes to you more clearly and more loudly, more tangibly when you create that space for yourself. And that's also one of the challenges of having medicine. You have to go do the thing, right? Because if you want the full answer, if you want to fully experience what it is that you needed, you have to do the homework that the divine gives, right? We always got to work on ourselves a little bit. I hope spending time with yourself feels good. All right, let me know in the comments if that makes sense for you, if you feel like you've been a little bit too up in your head lately. Okay, let me see. Sarah! Yes, some general wisdom. You got it, baby. You got it. General for Sarah. What does Sarah need? Sarah need sounds like serenade. Oh, let's serenade Sarah with what she needs. Oh, I love words. Why are they so exciting and fun? Hey, do we want to know what kind of card came up? Oh my god, it has medicine! Who the fuck talks like that? Me apparently. Okay. This is going to be very interesting, so pay attention. My dear Sarah, you got the ghost dance. Okay. Take a second. Be with me. Okay? This is for you. If you are trapped in a vicious cycle of nostalgia, mourning a lost youth or opportunities missed, it is time to make an altar for your ancestors. Collect a few photos, light some incense, offer some sage, and open the windows of your house to release them to their destiny and to the wind. Hold on. Be wary of being snared in a relationship with someone from a past lifetime, as the people we loved or hurt have a way of reappearing in our lives. There is no learning for you there anymore. Now, this is particularly interesting because it can mean many different things. So it could mean somebody in your direct life now, or it could mean somebody that passed, or it could mean your life and your own nostalgia, your own past self keeping you down. So what I want you to do is exactly what that said. Create an altar, get the photos, get the incense, create a ritual around this. And a ritual is just something you do with intention, right? You make it important to you. So take the time to set this up for yourself, and sit with it until you feel what's happening. You'll know who you're releasing or what is going on, because you will just get this inkling and this sense of that's what I don't need anymore. This is what I'm missing, and that's what's hurting. Take some time to feel into that space, right? That pain or that nostalgia or whatever it is that's sifting through there. Because that's what is blocking you right now from your adventure or weighing you down. You have your suitcase ready, but you got a little too much in there, so you got to take some out. So set up that altar, set up those photos, and let me know how this feels for you. Let me know if that kind of makes sense, that, oh shit, I have been worrying about that thing or that person or that time or blah, blah, blah. Damn, it has been weighing me down, right? Let me know in the comments if that made sense for you, okay? And thank you for being with me. It was good. Nadia. Okay, so Nadia wants a reading. Let's see what's up. What's up? What's up? Okay. Let's see what's going on. What do these cards got? What does Nadia need? Okay, so apparently you have the exact same clearing to do, my dear. So something nostalgic. The ghost dance came up again in the same exact direction. So you share a very similar reading to Sarah. Something about the past is clinging to you, and or you're clinging to it. And that is preventing you from going on this love adventure, right? So if we're trying to pack for a getaway, but we bought new clothes, and then we don't take anything out of our suitcase though, do our new clothes fit in the suitcase? No, because the suitcase is full. We gotta unpack some of the shit and throw it out the window, right? Because that's the stuff that doesn't feel good. We know it doesn't feel good. So all of the last week where we were trying to make space, if we didn't make that space in certain areas, especially with this one being around love, if we didn't make that space and we weren't intentional with our space making, this ghost dance is here to remind you. Make space. Get rid of the old shit, right? The old thought forms or the old self or the old romantic partner or the old things you're reminiscing about, right? Make some space in there. It's good for you. And set up your altar too if you want to. Because you can always set somebody's picture on fire if you want. That's a totally different type of cord cutting though. We can get into that if you want to. Okay, let me see. Dustin, I'm glad that this helped you. Yeah, stay in your lane. That's exactly right. Yes, my love, Adriana, let's go. All right, let me see. Adriana, let's see what pops up for general. Because it's going to fall in one of those areas that you need to know about most. So we'll see what makes sense as it comes. Okay, this is very interesting. You're the first one that got a card that's an invitation. Okay. You ready? Adriana, this one's for you! I'm so glad you're here. This is exciting. I knew you'd make it. I knew. All right, you got the crow, my love. And crows are messengers. They're pretty freaking amazing. Okay, so it says, and this is the general wisdom of the crow. I want to give this to you because the invitation is so short. So I want to make sure that you get a really good feel for this. Okay, so come with me. Crow is the keeper of universal law, the law of truth. Crow teaches us to walk our talk, to find congruence between who we say we are and who we really know ourselves to be. This winged one insists that we speak our truth and that we create truth instead of searching for it, and that we bring truth to every situation we find ourselves in. When you speak the truth and practice truth, eventually everything you say becomes true. Your power to co-create with the truth is the universal law. I'm going to read that again. Just try to let this sink in a little bit. Your power to co-create with the truth is the universal law. That's what governs this entire universe. We create our lives through speaking truth, because what we speak becomes, right? If I say I see something a certain way, if I say I feel something a certain way, then our bodies respond. We get goosebumps. We feel it that way, or we really can't stop seeing it that way, right? We declare with our voice the truth of our lives. So we can co-create our entire life based on the truth that we're willing to speak. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. Let the truth set you free. Okay? If there is something that you're saying that is untrue, if there's something inside of you that you're feeling that is untrue, and this goes down to belief systems. If the way you're looking at something is making you believe something that's not quite true, like, oh, I look in the mirror and I tell myself I'm ugly. That's a belief, but it's an untrue belief, right? So that's an example of what I'm trying to say. Correct what is untrue in your life without judgment. We're not trying to nitpick ourselves, right? When we speak the truth about something. All we want to do from here is say, okay, that did not feel like the truth of me. I want to say something better. And then we do. Pursue that truth, because if we're looking to improve something, which is the adventure we're going on, right? We're looking to fulfill ourselves, which is what last week said. If we are looking for this grand adventure of fulfillment of our purpose, right, in life, then the only way to get there is to flow into what feels good. And the truth is always going to feel good. Always. Because it does set you free. And yeah, the truth hurts sometimes. Of course it does. But truly, it feels good to recognize for ourselves, right? So it's a time of listening and then speaking what's true. Really listening in. Feeling in there. What's true for me? And that answers your questions from there. I hope that makes sense. Let me know in the comments if that's resonating with you. And card readings, they deepen. So you might have to listen to this again in a couple of days and then a couple of days after that. The first time you get it, it might not hit all the chords. But then once you hear the tune, then the other chords come into play and you're like, whoa, now I understand all of this. Damn! Right? Okay, I hope that helped. Let me know. Let me know. Nicole, love this in your candor. Thank you. Yes. You do need to let go and stay positive for sure. Yes, my friend. Oh, overthinking. I feel you on this. I do the same goddamn thing. Ooh. Yeah, the fear of missing out tries to block you, Michael. Totally feel that. Yes. Oh, baby, Nadia. Someone I literally love died last March. My sweet love, my heart goes to you. Nostalgia for you, Sarah, has been bittersweet. Yes. I'm so glad that that resonated for you. That's so interesting. I'm excited to know more. If you want to chat, send me a message. If you want to know how to do rituals, or if you want to have some more details about how to set up your altar, I'm all for it. Especially ghostly things. I love talking about ghostly things. I have an altar for my mom, so totally makes sense. We're all needing ghost ants. Yes, my friend. See, the general readings for everybody are not just for those people. They're for all of us, because we all needed to get hit with that wisdom twice, right? Fuck, we might need to build an altar for ourselves, because the space we really need to be clearing is like that old and dead piece of ourselves, that picture of ourselves that we're just not anymore. We're not aligned with that truth anymore. And we're like, I'm gonna flow down river now. That skeleton can fuck off. I'm going this way. You know, we needed that shit. Dustin, you're going against the rules. It's one question per person. I'm just kidding. Sorry, that was a little much, but yes, you are going against the rules. Pop in next week. I will give you all the general wisdom you want. Or you can book a reading and get one for yourself for an hour, and then it will just dive into every freaking question you could possibly think of. And all the wisdom of the universe will be there in front of you, and you might not even know what to do with it. So, hey, if you want that, you can do that too. Yes, 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 yes. Truth, authenticity, and integrity. Seriously, yeah. It's amazing what comes up when we dive into these things, because if you think about it, everybody's card, it does relate back to the general reading of the week focus for all of us, the collective reading. But the cards just get more specific for like, oh, you specifically, in order to do this work this week, need to do this, right? And some of us shared that work, which is beautiful, because if you think about it, we all share in the work we're doing, because we're all trying to get in that state of flow, because it's beneficial, not just for me, not just for you, but for everybody to do this thing. So that's what the energy is calling right now. That's where literally the earth and the planets are lined up. Find that flow, find what's true for us inside of us and what feels good, because this planet is ready for what feels good, for fuck's sake, right? God, it's time. And when we're burnt out, we need to learn how to rest. The earth might be burnt out too. She needs a fucking nap. So we have to learn how to do the thing for her too. Because if we all meditate at the same time, it changes the frequency of the earth, and then we're all just chilling, flowing in the feels, feeling the good things, right? So it really does connect. This energy is actually speaking to us. This is some real shit. I'm just saying. And we're all gonna go on that adventure of a fucking lifetime, because we're ready. You know what I'm saying? We're just fucking ready for this. And we're saying yes to it. We're doing the work, and we're like, yeah, I'm ready to feel good. I'm ready to just relax when I'm burnt out, and then I'm ready to shine when I feel goddamn great. Yes. Look at me saying yes. We're all gonna say yes, right? Very unexpected. Yeah, exactly. Dude, unblocking is such a good fucking word. Such a good word. Because that's what happens. We have certain things like ghost dance. We have like that nostalgia that's blocking us, this old form of self that's in our way that we have to say bye-bye to in order to move on. Ah, yes, exactly. So this is great. I'm so glad that you guys are seeing so much in this, because these synchronicities are unmistakable. They're real. They influence us all the fucking time. This is so good. Do you guys feel as energized as I do right now? Because, well, I don't even know what's happening. This is amazing. This is fucking amazing. The earth needs a fucking nap. Nadia, yes it does. I don't know what happens. Phrases come out of my mouth and then I don't know where they go. Does anybody else need a reading? I think I got all the questions. If I missed you, please re-comment. But I'm pretty sure that I got everybody. If you need general wisdom, if you need a me, whatever that means, whatever pops up, let me know. If you want to just chat, that can happen too. Just let me know in the comments. I know it takes a second, but... And also, if you guys want more specific readings. I literally do like moon cycle ones where you get a personal reading, 4 of them in a month before the moon cycle. So you know what the fuck's coming up specifically for you, and it's way more in depth. Or if you're going through something a little bit more serious, you know, like you want to look beyond where you're at into the next steps, we can do that too. That's like a 6-week one. So there's readings where you can book a collection of them and get answers weekly or bi-weekly. Like, I set this shit up so you guys have good containers. So if you're looking for more wisdom for self, I got you. Divine self-connection, connecting to the divinity that is within you, so you get to know you, so you can co-create your world with universal energy, right? It's just what we do here. So if you feel like booking a collection or even just a single reading, they're available, babes. I'm here for you. Whatever you need. Nobody else seems to need a card. What's going on, guys? Do we not have any life questions? Oh, all right. So, if nobody else has any questions, I think we might tidy up here. Just shut down the house. Ghost dance is the deepest one for me, and I really need to unpack it. But there's just so much this week. Oh, there is. But that's the beauty of it, right? We're just tuning into what feels good. And if something doesn't feel good for us to believe anymore, to see anymore, to be holding on to anymore, we are allowed to sit with that shit at a table, look it in the face and say, hey, this is what's up. I can't be carrying you around for the rest of my fucking life. You know, you served your purpose then. I loved, you know, dreaming about this thing with you, but now it became toxic. Now you're draining my energy. Bro, we need to break up. Like, I'm good. I'm done with you. Like, you're gonna stay here. I love you so much, but thanks. Like, over there now, okay? So the ghost dance is a little bit tricky to get into, but we just have to mourn a piece of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta let it go. Would ghost dance indicate why I keep falling for unavailable? Yeah, absolutely. Because if you think about it, we wanted to go on an adventure, suitcase, same thing. We have our suitcase packed. We are full of beliefs. We are full of things, the feelings, the stuff. And then we were trying to invite in new clothing to this suitcase, new feelings to our life. Life. How can we pack all of those good feelings into our life if our life is packed with bullshit feelings that are not even true, that don't even feel good, but they're there? If we don't unpack that suitcase, we will never let those other feelings come in. We will never tell ourselves we are available, we have space, we have room, we deserve those good feelings. Because what's in the way? Well, inside that suitcase somewhere it says, you can't handle love. No, you, this piece of clothing and this feeling, it all tells me right here, you're just not ready. Nope. You're too busy being full of stuff. Right? So unavailable is just an invitation for you to go into that suitcase and say, why the fuck am I unavailable? What's happening? Why do I not believe I deserve the thing? Or why am I closed off to the thing? Right? Chuck it out the window, make space. Unpack those bullshit clothes you don't need anymore. Unpack the beliefs, unpack the feelings that don't feel good, so that you can get into the flow. And if the flow is love, if love is the flow you're trying to get into, then you need to look inside that suitcase for all the ways in which you don't believe in love. All the ways in which love inside of your mind looks yucky. Or it doesn't feel good, right? You gotta let something in there go. Does that make sense? I have a question, but it's not, yeah, right, exactly. Not one of the cards can answer. Exactly, so the cards answered it for you, but now you have to sit and digest it. And we gotta break it down and dissect it and be with it and let it cover us in its goo. Because then we will understand who we are. Right? Have to get into our feelings, into the flow of them, because emotion is represented by water. Oh hey, triple water sign over here, by the way. I know all about those feelings. Yes. Flowy. Sometimes they're fucking psycho, but you know, there's that too. So let the feelings come up for you. Because that's all they need to do. As they rise, Sit with them at a table, invite them in, and feel them. Give them the space to be present with you. Don't judge them, right? No judgment. Just, oh, hey, you're here to talk. Got it. What do you want to say? Okay, that's how you're feeling. Got it. Let's see if we can find a solution. Let's see if we can solve this for you so that you can feel better, right? Dr. Evil. What is wrong with me? Oh dear. What is right with me? All the things are right with me. Dr. Evil is right with me. That was a great impression. No, it wasn't. That's okay. I can do better. I'll do better next time. I hope that answered your question, Michael. As I go on this random Dr. Evil tangent. What the hell? Oh! My skirt! Thank you! It was a grandma skirt from the thrift store, and it was $3. $1 million. Is that better? No. I gotta work on this shit. Goodness gracious me. Anyway. Do we have any other questions for the night? Are there any other things that are coming up for you that you want some more clarity on? I just want to give you guys the space to ask the questions because I want you to know that I am here for you. For whatever question comes to mind. If it's a question about like, hey, you do all this stuff, but like, what is this thing? You know, what does this mean? Like somebody earlier asked what medicine in a card meant. Ask the questions because I guarantee you somebody else is curious. So if you have questions, man, throw them out there. I'm all for it. And plus I like being a teacher. Oh, and that's why I do what I do, because I teach you about yourself. It's because it's what I'm good at, you know, teaching humans about humaning. Humaning! That's a new word. I like it. All right, my friends, I don't see any other questions coming through. I think we're going to close the container. I appreciate you guys being here with me. This night has been beautiful. And I love coming in here for this because those that are thirsty for the freaking knowledge of the universe, they're my people. You guys are my people. I love you. Okay, sweet, lovely beings of mine. I'm going to sign off here, and I don't really know what I'm going to go do. But if you have questions and you want to message me, feel free to message me. I appreciate you all. And if you want to book calls, book them on in. Readings are available. Head to my website, tiarusso.com. It's also in group. You'll find it if you need to. It's there. Okay, my darling loves. Love to you. Actually, did you know that this means separation and this means peace? That's why I keep doing this. Like, literally. Unity. We're creating it. Unity with ourselves. Unity with each other, right? Community. Unity. We got this shit. Love you.